How do you think the NHL can make the AllStar Game better for fans?
I like the 3-on-3 format, but what I'd like to see them do is there's so many of these outdoor games now, they've lost their sort of specialness of it, and I'd rather see them do the AllStar Game as an outdoor game. Do 2 outdoor games a year, the Winter Classic on New Year's Day and the AllStar Game. And I think that would give it more of an event feel. I was at the Winter Classic in Boston when the Canadiens played, and it felt like a Super Bowl event. It was like a big deal, and I think it would just make it, all these outdoor games, I think, make the AllStar Game an outdoor game, 3-on-3, and I think that would make it a better event.
But then you wouldn't be able to have it in hot places like LA, no?
No, they've had an outdoor game in LA
Really?
already. They can do it. They can do it.
I have a hard time with the outdoor game because then it's just more people watching a nothing game. And I think the NHL could make the game better for the fans if everybody who bought a ticket to this brutal show, they gave them an NHL jersey of their favorite player, signed. Every player who bought a ticket. Because they should give them something back for going there and watching such a bad show.
I think it's a fun game. I like it as a fan. I like watching the skills competition.
The only time it was good, honestly, was John Scott. 3-on-3 when John Scott was there was the best thing about the All-Star Game. John Scott.
And something the NHL did everything to have not happen, and it turned out being the best thing.
But I think they have to have more of that personal, like inside the lives of the hockey players. Like when they used to have the draft. I love that because it was fun because you could see which guys kind of wanted to have their friends sit there and be embarrassed to be the last one selected, to kind of maybe do something that you see a little bit more of their personality.
But they did that with Phil Kessel the first time.
Yeah, he sat there.
How bad it was.
It's a bad example,
I felt
Chris.
bad for that kid, though.
But how many people tuned in to just see who is going to be the last guy standing?
There could always be that guy, though. And, you know, we talk about... God, this day and age we're in, like, I felt bad for the guy there. As much as I know Phil Kessel gets, you know, rubbed the wrong way sometimes, and he rubs some people the wrong way, I thought that was so bad.
Another thing,
the NHL.
Another thing might be new. I remember I'm old enough. I grew up as a kid when they used to have the showdown competition and the intermissions on Hockey Night in Canada with the breakaway things. And now that the shootout is part of the game, maybe have a shootout competition. Have, you know, you score once, you go here. You don't score, you go there, like teams do after practice, and find out who the All-Star, you know, shootout the winner
It's
would
funny as long as you're not the last guy, right?
Exactly.
It's funny as long as you're not the kid who gets his books pushed out of his.
But they started giving the guy who got drafted last the car or
Not a
something,
lot of
right?
fun.
To make it a little bit more or less embarrassing.
Yeah, drive off with your head between your legs.
Okay, you can catch the full episode at hockeyinsideout.com right now.